In the distant future, humans had expanded across the galaxy, mingling with alien species that ranged from gentle herbivores to nightmarish apex predators. Among the latter was the Vrondak, a creature often described as the universe's deadliest cross between a werewolf, a bear, and a nightmare. Standing 8 feet tall, covered in coarse fur that could cut through metal like razors, and equipped with fangs dripping with paralyzing venom, the Vrondak was feared even by seasoned hunters. Yet, for some unfathomable reason, the Galactic Zoo on Phobos had acquired one. And today was the day its human zookeeper, Elijah Kane, had to groom it. "Only a fool would do this," muttered Zogrum, a 7-limbed alien from the Krintek species and Elijah's co-worker. His voice was a series of clicking sounds translated into English through a small device strapped to his thorax. "Yep, that's me," Elijah replied, adjusting his gloves and checking the settings on his anti-venom injector. His reflection in the thick, reinforced glass separating him from the Vrondak showed a man in his mid-30s with scruffy brown hair, a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow, and a grin that was more defiant than confident. The Vrondak, named Gharak, growled low in its throat. Its silver-blue eyes tracked Elijah like a predator studying prey, and its fur, tangled with debris and dried blood, made it look even more feral. "You're insane, human," Zogrum clicked. The grooming bots refused. The reinforced drones failed. "What makes you think you'll survive?" "Call it a gut feeling," Elijah said, activating the grooming harness. The harness was a custom-built exosuit designed to enhance his strength and reflexes. It wouldn't stop Gharak from ripping him to shreds, but it might buy him a few extra seconds. The airlock hissed as Elijah stepped into the enclosure. The scent of ozone and predator musk hit him immediately. Gharak towered over him, muscles rippling beneath its fur as it sniffed the air. Its snarl revealed rows of teeth that could probably bite through a starship hull. "Hey there, big guy," Elijah said, his voice steady despite his racing heart. He held up a grooming brush made from plasma-resistant alloy. "Let's get you cleaned up, huh? You're starting to smell worse than Zogrum's lunch." The Vrondak's ears flicked, its snarl momentarily faltering. Elijah had read the creature's file 100 times. Vrondaks were savage but intelligent. They respected displays of confidence, hated fear, and, strangely enough, responded well to humor. Gharak growled louder and charged. Elijah dodged just in time, the harness amplifying his reflexes. Gharak's claws raked the air where he'd stood a millisecond ago. Elijah rolled to the side and, in one fluid motion, swiped the brush across Gharak's flank. The reaction was immediate. Gharak froze, its silver-blue eyes wide. The brush emitted soothing vibrations tuned to the Vrondak's nervous system, mimicking the calming touch of another Vrondak. "Feels good, doesn't it?" Elijah said, keeping his voice calm. He slowly approached, brushing more of the matted fur. Gharak didn't attack again, but its eyes never left him. Over the next hour, Elijah worked carefully, removing tangles, debris, and even a piece of shrapnel embedded in Gharak's side. Every time he touched a sensitive spot, the beast growled, and Elijah would back off, speaking in a low, soothing tone until Gharak relaxed. By the time he finished, Gharak looked almost majestic. Its sleek, black and silver fur gleamed under the enclosure's artificial sunlight. It sniffed Elijah one last time, then, to his utter shock, let out a deep, rumbling sound that could only be described as a purr. Zogrum was waiting in the observation room when Elijah emerged, covered in sweat but unharmed. "You're still alive?" Zogrum clicked, astonished. "Yep. Told you I'd win him over," Elijah said, collapsing into a chair. "You know," Zogrum said, tilting his head, "Vrondaks only purr when they accept someone as part of their pack." Elijah blinked. "Wait, what?" A deafening crash echoed from the enclosure. Elijah turned just in time to see Gharak tearing through the reinforced glass, stepping into the observation room with alarming ease. The Vrondak loomed over him, sniffed his hair, and then sat beside him, its tail swishing like a contented cat. "You've got to be kidding me," Elijah muttered, staring at the now docile beast. "You're its alpha now," Zogrum said, his voice tinged with a mix of amusement and horror. Congratulations, foolish human. You just adopted the most dangerous pet in the galaxy. Elijah sighed, looking up at the ceiling. Only a fool. Gharak let out another purr, nuzzling him with a head the size of a small boulder. Elijah couldn't help but laugh. Guess I'll need a bigger leash.